Are you going through an interview loop and you realize halfway through that you don't want the job at all, and you're thinking about actually not completing the loop? Well, today I'm going to talk about the 2 reasons why you definitely want to complete the loop. And if you stick around to the end, I'll give you a key bonus tip on how to gracefully remove yourself at the end of the interview loop if you got the job you didn't actually want, and how that can actually help you in trying to find another position with that same organization. My name's Milan, and in the 30 years I spent working my way to senior level in a Fortune 100 company, I've had to go through my share of interviews, and I've known a lot of people who have as well. It's a false belief that you should stop an interview process when you realize you don't know the job. And there's a couple of really good reasons why you don't want to do it. The first reason is just that you get more practice. It's just easier to go through an interview loop and go all the way to the end, and you gain a lot of experience with it along the way. Because again, you don't really know till you get to the end. I mean, you might think you know you don't want it, but it's just good practice. The more interviews you do, whether or not you want the job, it's just better for you, and you're going to get better at being an interviewee and then knowing how to answer those questions. Now, the second tip is, and this one's not as apparent, but it helps you build your network in the company. Now, so remember, if you're making it through the interview loop, they see something in you that they want. That role itself may not be the right one, but if you go through the interview loop, they might start considering you for other things, and you are building a network of people who feel that they want to work with you. So again, I've seen it time and time again where people go through an interview loop, and at the end of the interview loop, I've even seen it the other way where the hiring person says, this might not be the best role for you, but I know this other person who would have a great role for you. So if you cut off the interview loop too early, you never get the benefit of building that network out and really understanding the team and the dynamics and just putting yourself out there as a resource beyond the job that you're looking for. I've seen it be effective a multiple set of times with multiple people. If you're finding this information useful, or you know somebody that can be useful for, please send it to them. And if you like and subscribe, you'll get notified of future topics as they come out as well. Now, the bonus tip is this. Let's say you went through the process, you got a lot of practice, and they want you for that job, but you really don't want that job. I kind of mentioned a little bit of this in the second tip, but the bonus tip is you can just tell them, after careful consideration, for reasons X, Y, and Z, I don't think this is just the perfect fit for me. I don't think it's the right time. But I would be very interested in the team. I really liked everybody I talked to. If you have another position open now or in the near future, I would love to talk to you about it if it's going to be a good fit for me. It's a graceful way of leaving the conversation with being positive, yet also letting them know you'd be open for something else. Because I'm assuming if you went all the way through the process, probably you might get to the point where you realize you don't want to work with this team, but I would say never limit your options. Like, always go for it, and then at the end you can decide whether or not you want it, and leave them with a very positive note that's saying this might not be a good role, but there could be another great role for you on that team. Again, I hope this has been helpful, and have a great day.